the CBS New York app on any device.
You're watching CBSN New York.
Mr. Derek Chauvin betrayed this badge.
Derek Chauvin did exactly what he had been trained to do.
All eyes on Minneapolis as the trial of the former police officer accused in the death of George Floyd begins. Plus,
and I'm going to reflect on the recurring feeling I have of impending doom. But right now, I'm scared.
A dire warning from the head of the CDC. Are states reopening too fast? Good evening. I'm Dick Brennan in for Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. The first witnesses took the stand today in the trial of Derek Chauvin, the fired Minneapolis police officer accused in the death of George Floyd.
Emotions were high inside and outside the courtroom. CBS 2's Michael George has the story.
20. Mr. Derek Chauvin betrayed this badge.
Prosecutor Jerry Blackwell began his case against former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin with the most powerful piece of evidence. For 9 minutes and 29 seconds, the 14 jurors watched an entire bystander video of Chauvin pressing his knee on George Floyd's neck.
Grinding and crushing him until the very breath, no, ladies and gentlemen, until the very life were squeezed out of him.
Chauvin has pleaded not guilty to the charges of murder and manslaughter. The defense argues Floyd's death was caused by a heart condition, methamphetamine, and fentanyl.
There is no political or social cause in this courtroom. But the evidence is far greater than 9 minutes and 29 seconds.
Attorneys for Floyd's family kneeled before the trial began. They say this trial is a referendum on racial justice in America.
This murder case is not hard. When you watch that torture video of George Floyd.
Minneapolis is a city on edge. The area around the courthouse is protected by fencing and the National Guard. The protests here have been peaceful, but the fear is if Chauvin is acquitted, that could change. Among the protesters, many told us this should be an open and shut case.
I have confidence in that judge. I have confidence in the jurors that this man will be convicted.
People is on edge, man. They ready to do something. These people is on edge so bad.
The first witnesses have already begun testifying. The trial is expected to take up to 4 weeks. Michael George, CBS News, Minneapolis.
Stay with CBS 2 for continuing coverage of the Derek Chauvin trial. For links to watch the trial live and daily breakdowns of what happened in court, head to cbsnewyork.com.
Coronavirus cases are once again surging across the country, even as vaccination efforts pick up.
Today, the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention urged governors to slow their reopening plans, warning of a potential fourth wave. CBS 2's Christina Fenn has more.
The nation's top doctors pleaded with states today to pause their reopening plans as a fourth surge of the virus threatens to take over the country. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky grew emotional as she implored Americans not to let their guards down.
I'm going to lose the script, and I'm going to reflect on the recurring feeling I have of impending doom. We have so much to look forward to, so much promise and potential of where we are, and so much reason for hope. But right now, I'm scared.
The U.S. is averaging about 6